It's a great day to be a Bobcat, isn't it? Thank you for coming, and welcome to Inspiration Hall in the beautiful Norm Asbjornson Hall on the campus of Montana State University. Today is a very special day as we introduce the 23rd men's basketball coach at Montana State. But before we do that, President Cruzado would like to issue a special gift to Coach Sprinkle.
So today is a big day at Montana State, as we welcome not only our newest coach, but actually we have one of our best players in the history of Montana State University coming back home.
We have a lot to get to, but there's a few people that I'd like to thank before we really get started. First, as we've all heard from her, I'd like to welcome and thank President Waded Cruzado. Her inspiration and leadership, yes. Her inspiration and leadership continues to guide the best and the brightest of this great university, and we thank her for her continual support of Bobcat Athletics. I also need to give a special thank you to the search committee. They did a lot of heavy lifting during this process and contributed their time and talents along the way. I would like each of them to stand as I read their names. Search Chair, Casey Fox. Harold Frey. Terry Least. George Haynes. Cammie Bechtold. Rainey Poise. And Special Advisor Stu Starner. I would also like to thank the other coaches and staff that assisted in the search process. In designing the process of selecting our 23rd men's basketball coach, it was important to be inclusive and exhaustive. We wanted to explore every possible avenue of attracting the best coach. It was important to me and to the committee that the process was thorough, as the pool of candidates was impressive. Our screening process led to 12 preliminary interviews in Salt Lake City. From that point, we found 4 individuals that we felt were the best fits for the MSU community and our men's basketball program. From the onset, Danny Sprinkle's name emerged. When we discussed specific characteristics we wanted to see in the next head coach, Danny's name emerged. When we discussed what this program has been at its finest and what it can be going forward, Danny's name emerged. But make no mistake, the best part of this process is Danny earned this opportunity with his passion for this great university, dedication and commitment to the student-athlete experience, and pure coaching and recruiting ability. To Bobcat fans of a certain age, Danny Sprinkle is an icon and an emblem of Bobcat basketball at its finest. But he built his coaching career with hard work, strong relationships, and values he learned right here on the Montana State University campus. My goal throughout this process was to build a men's basketball program that develops champions in the classroom, competition, and in life. When Danny Sprinkle played for Montana State, Bobcat basketball was an integral part of this school's identity. Our challenge and our charge is to reconnect this school with the tradition and rekindle that passion. Danny Sprinkle is returning to his roots, and so is the Bobcat basketball program. Danny played for Mick Durham, who also coached under Stu Starner, a committee member in this search, who jump-started this program back in the 1980s. Bringing Danny back to Montana State reminds us of our great former players and coaches, and it gives us the bold challenge to return this program to greatness. Bobcat fans, it is my pleasure to introduce the 23rd men's basketball coach at Montana State, Mr. Danny Sprinkle. Yeah.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't even know what else to say. I mean, it was like an exhaustive process, but it was a fair one and one of the best things I've ever done in my life. So many people to thank, the team, all the faces in here. It's incredible. Thank you for coming. You don't think it's going to be this hard. First off, thank God gives me the faith and the strength to get through stuff. My mom and dad. My sisters, her little tribe right here. My brother-in-law, Mark. There's 6 chairs empty. 4 of them. Sorry. From my grandparents. Thanks to my aunt and uncles here, Joe, Danny, Brian, my Uncle JP, love you guys. Thank you for coming. All my family that's not here, and including everybody is here is family, but blood related, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'd like to thank Angelique Oliver and Maya Oliver, their support. President Cruzado. Wow. You guys know it. Everybody in here, everybody on this campus knows it. That's all you can say is wow. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you for this opportunity. And I won't let you down. If we can recruit players as tough as her, listen, you guys will be happy. You guys will be happy. But one thing I know is Montana Hall needs to be lit up. I know that. I know that. So, thank you. To Leon Costello, he believed in me. He's the first one to, just like Coach Durham was. I believe in you. I can't wait to work for you, and learn from you, and grow together. The search committee, Terry, Casey, Cammie, Tice, Rainey, George, Stu, Coach Choate, Coach Binford, Daniel, Coach Davies. You're still Coach Davies, okay? You're still Coach Davies. Coach Starner, appreciate the breakfast and the wisdom. Trust me, I'm going to need a lot more of it too. I appreciate that. The team. You guys stand up. If there's any former players in here too, if you ever played here, stand up. Stand up. There's my man up there. Appreciate you coming, Kev. Awesome. And Bethany, appreciate you. You're going to get tired of me, I'm telling you right now. My coaches, Coach Durham, Coach Olson, Coach Carson, Coach Harrell, Coach Hughes, like I said, they took a chance on me, nobody else did. And I took it and ran with it. He's given me a chance, and I plan on doing the exact same thing with this program. But without those guys developing me, not just on the court, like none of this would be possible. And I thank them. Coach Braswell, Bobby Braswell, his wife Penny, another guy that took a chance on me. Took me from here to LA. And I can't start talking too much on him because we won't make it. But he's like a second father in the coaching. The impact he's had on me means a lot. And I hope I can do that to you guys. And I plan on doing that. He taught me about details, culture, outworking people. You got to out-recruit people. You got to stay in the gym. You got to be at that 10 o'clock game. That's where you find guys, and that's what me and my staff, that's our promise to you guys. That's how we're going to get this thing back. It's not going to be easy, and we don't want it to be easy. It shouldn't be. If it's going to be rewarding, it shouldn't be easy. Dedrick Taylor, who I did work for, he just reminded me the other day, last night we were having dinner. He took me to dinner, and we were talking recruiting. And I was like, well, we need to, we got to get this kid on campus. And he's like, hey, it's not we anymore. You're not there's no we anymore. But Mec, I appreciate you. Love you, dude. But he'll always be family. He's groomed me. He's taught me to think differently than any other coach that I worked for or played for. And I know he's prepared me for this opportunity. Without him, I wouldn't be here. So thank you, Coach Taylor. Every assistant I've ever worked for, and just bear with me because you guys don't know the names: Lewis Wilson, John Smith, Jay Morris, Joel Sabaka, Santos, Durden, Orton, Bob Lau, Blake, Spence, Leor, all the video coordinators, everybody, Tyler, Keith, Ryan Dodd. Thank you, because they helped me make my job easier. Okay, I could go out and recruit and do things, and I knew those guys could handle. They would help me, they would cover for me, they would do whatever they had to do. And there's nothing like having a connected staff. And my staff's going to be connected, which is going to make these guys better, and it's going to make their life a lot easier. Also want to say a special thanks to a good friend, Lamont Smith, who's going through a tough time. All my former players at Northridge, Montana State, Fullerton, I love you. I thank you. Your success is why I'm here. Without you guys, I'm not here. Period. Our job as educators, we have to teach you guys, but at the end of the day, you got to go perform. These guys have performed and put me in a position I am today. And I thank them for them, and I love those guys. The Bobcat players, like I talked about, okay? You're why I'm here. You're why I'm here, okay? And trust me, we're going to get everything out of you, okay? You're going to get pushed like you've never been pushed, okay? But you're going to get pushed in a positive way, and I guarantee you'll respond to it. I know that. I know that. I can't name all the former players. I wish I could, but I know I'd miss some, and they'd get mad at me if I did. But just know I love all of you. Couple special families. Larry Osheim, Ron, Char, the whole Osheim family. I see you up there, Chuck Carno. I got some words for you, too. I didn't forget about you. But the other two chairs that are empty is for Torley and Dorothy. And I know they're here. Other Bobcats, Xander Blewett, Dick Hart, Brad Dawes, Dan Rust, Steve Sparks, Lamberty. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. Thank you guys for caring for me when I was here as a student and after. Those guys, they still take care of me. They still text me, they call me, and they're unbelievable mentors. To the six-man club, okay, we need you. I know some of you are right now. Get your friends, get your buddies, okay? We got to get this thing rolling. It's an important part of helping these guys, just with daily stuff, with nutrition, travel, being able to treat these guys the way they need to be treated, just like a high major level. And that's our plan with the six-man club. And trust me, we're going to break some records in the six-man club. We're going to get after that, okay? I promise you that. To the Fosters, Dubek. I can't even tell you. To my people at Cal State Fullerton, thank you. Athletic Director Jim Donovan, Greg Paulus, President Fran Burgee, Section K's, the little student section we had, great people. Thank you. I appreciate you because I'm here in part because of what you guys did for me. Cal State Northridge family, the exact same. Alan Zinsmeister, people like that Trust me, they're Bobcats now. There's a lot of people at Fullerton and Northridge that they're Bobcats now. And I will say this too, there's even some people on the other side of the state, I've gotten some texts from them. Even they'll cheer for Bobcat basketball. Okay? So, we're going to recruit them all. To the MSU faculty, okay, I want you to be involved with our players. I want to be involved with you. Okay? It's important. That's why they're here, is to get an education and to make this the best experience they can possibly get. Okay? And you guys play a huge role in that. And I want to really establish a great relationship with everybody on campus. Okay? And the faculty is key. To the students on campus, be ready to rock. I'm telling you that. Like, we got to get butts in the seats at Brick Breeden again, and we need to make it the toughest atmosphere to play in the Big Sky. Okay? And that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to be out on campus. If you see me, grab me, say hello, do whatever you, stop by my office. I don't care who it is, stop by my office. If I'm there and I'm not meeting with a player or our staff, come on in, just walk in. I'm here for you. I'm here for all the students, okay? Obviously our players, but every student has access to me. The Greek life, the sororities and frats, I'm going to be involved with them too. I'm going to stop by there randomly, okay? Not late at night, but I'll stop by during the day. I will stop by during the day, yeah. I will stop by during the day. But we need those guys. We have to get them involved. We have to get them involved. And they won't be there late either, okay? Just so you know. 9 p.m. curfew, fellas, yep. To the current team, man, every day you guys wake up, I just told you, you have to dream it before it happens. Like today, trust me, I've dreamed this. It happens. And when you're cutting down those nets, you're going to come back to this moment. You're going to be like, man, listen, I saw this happening before it even happened. Everything you're going to do on this campus, you got to see it now. Don't wait till it's too late. A couple guys, you got 1 year left. That's fine. That's plenty of time to cut down a net and to get a degree, all the things you got to do. Okay, and we're going to make that happen. I think you see in here people you represent. I mean, there's a lot of Bobcat pride in here, okay? And not just here, you see it all over the state, all over the country, okay? People are watching you. Kids are watching you. Everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, you have to have that mentality. You represent Bobcat basketball and you represent Montana State University. To everybody here, players, my staff that I'm going to hire, we're going to give you everything we have. We're going to do it the right way. We're going to be clean. We're going to work our butts off, okay? And trust me, your support is huge, means the world to me, the players. But just know we're going to get a staff here that's going to win a championship. That's our plan. And to basically all of Bobcat Nation, you know, my dad said it on the thing, you know, it's time. When I call it, it's time. It's been too long. 20 some odd years, that's too long in a program like this, okay? That we can't. I told him in my interview, I'm a Steeler fan, but the standard is the standard. And that standard's not coming down for anybody. That standard's going to be up here, and we're going to meet that standard every day. Okay, trust me. But hey, it's time. I appreciate you, love you. Get your friends, get to the games. We'll have a lot of fun. Thank you. There's actually a couple people, though, you are off limits from asking questions. Okay? Steve, sit down. Steve. Dubes, nah. Where do you envision the program 5 years from now? 5 years from now? cutting down the nets. But that's a standard. I mean, every coach would say that. I can see Brick Breeden now just being the toughest atmosphere in the Big Sky. People getting excited on a Thursday night when it's snowing out. It doesn't matter. They're coming. It's going to be the place to be like it used to be. And that excitement wins games. It helps our guys. It builds energy. You guys see it. You can feel it even when you're in the stands. And 5 years from now, that's what I vision. I vision the place packed. Early in the season, conference, it doesn't matter. Like the football team has right now, we're going to get that. People tailgating in the snow with their shirts off. I don't care. They can do whatever they want to do. I'll pay for it. I'll do that. Hey, some of you guys keep your shirts on though. But that's where I envision the program. Thank you.
Colter, Nuwata Skyline Sports. You had so much success here as a player. What did you learn from that experience? How do you translate that now into being a head coach?
I learned you have to have really, really good players to win. And luckily, I played with some really, really, really good players. I mean, from the Nicos to Quadres, Leachman, Hatler, Nate Homestead. I mean, the list goes on and on. Danny Sullivan, I mentioned. He'd get mad if I didn't mention him too. But all those guys were just terrific players. And there was a pipeline in Montana during that time, from Justin Brown, who went to Helena High also, Pete Conway, it went, there was a streak there of about 10 years where there was 2-3 players a year in the state. And not just players, but they produced when they got here. And, I think that's important. There's something with kids that when they get a Division I scholarship, you see some plateau. It's like they've got their dream. Okay? I don't want to recruit guys like that. I want every guy I recruit to play professionally. I want that to be their dream because that's important. Yeah, they're going to get a degree. That's non-negotiable. But I want them to have goals of playing after college too, because that means they're going to continue to work, to fulfill their lifelong dream. Yep.
The old saying around Montana State, especially in basketball, is because of our academic standard, we can't compete with the Weaver States and Washington second. We're going to get it done?
We did back then, didn't we? We had the same players. You just have to get the right kids. Like I said, you have to find some diamonds in the rough. But every one of these kids here, they're talented enough to win a championship. They're all doing great in school. We're going to find the right kids. There's a lot of academic institutions that are tough, that win. Stanford's usually pretty good. Vanderbilt, there's teams you have to work, and you got to outwork some people. You got to out-recruit people. But I think you guys see the way Bozeman's growing and the way the campus is being built up. How can you not recruit to here? This place is booming, with the energy that everybody's bringing. There's no reason we can't compete.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
You bet. Thank you.
Yeah.